Today on Vallo News, men's basketball waits and hopes for a bid to the NCAA tournament after a heartbreaking loss on Monday.
And a VVN follow-up on proposed cuts to UM athletics. We take a look at the reasons tennis is on the chopping block.
Plus, spring is in the air. American Village is hosting its 10th annual Festival of Tulips. Find out how you can enjoy this year's beautiful blooms. Vallo News starts right now. Hello and welcome to Vallo News. I'm Preston Bennett.
And I'm Brayden George. Thanks so much for watching. We're just hours away from the founder of 1819 News, Brian Dawson's controversial visit to the University of Montevallo. UMPD has been coordinating with safety plans with local law enforcement agencies ahead of Thursday's event. I shot this video last week as members of campus police worked with Shelby County Sheriff's Office and Helena Police on preliminary safety checks at Farmer Patio, where Dawson will speak. Student reaction about the event this weekend, or tomorrow, has been mixed.
I know that other students feel bad about it happening, but ultimately we are a public school in Alabama, and so I think that there's not much that you can do besides making your point known and not giving people that are seeking attention that attention that they are seeking.
I think it's a good thing. I think it's a great thing that they want to, just go around and talk to people and ask their opinions. And if I can, I will definitely attend because I think it's very interesting.
I don't feel comfortable with it being on campus. I think if they're going to have their chapter, but I think more thoroughly vet speakers and guest speakers that are going to be coming to campus. I'm not comfortable with this man coming to speak at all.
The event will take place tomorrow on Farmer Patio from noon to 2 p.m. On Monday night, the Montevallo men's basketball team hosted the first round of the Gulf South Conference Tournament against Lee University.
Joining us now from the SAC to recap Monday night's game and look ahead is VVN sports reporter Sarah Turner.
Yeah, guys, I'm here in Central State Bank Arena. Tough scene here on Monday night after the Falcons suffered a stunning loss to the Lee Flames. Falcons coming in as the number 2 seed, Lee coming in as the number 7 seed, walking in on the road and pulling off the upset. 69-65 was the final score here from Central State Bank Arena. And the preseason number 1 Falcons, obviously not the result they were looking for. Head coach Anthony Camara, who's had a stellar 4th season at the helm, he didn't hide his disappointment after the GSC preseason number 1 team saw its conference title hopes come to an abrupt end.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, disappointing way to end what a great home season. There were some bright spots. I mean, I thought they played better than us the whole game, and it showed up at the end. We led for most of the game, but they made the big shots down the stretch. We didn't.
Despite the early exit, the Falcons season may not be over. Montevallo remains in contention for an at-large bid to the NCAA tournament. They have to finish in the top 8 of the South region in order to secure a spot in the tournament. Camara believes his team has built a strong enough resume to stay in the conversation, and he was also thrilled with the way the student body showed up for his squad on Monday night.
I think we should have a good chance to still get in. So we'll just have to get back to work. Our crowds have been great all year, and tonight was no exception. I thought our crowd was on another level. I feel like we let them down and we didn't get it done.
The Falcons will learn their postseason fate on Sunday at 10 p.m. Central Time when the NCAA selection show begins. Again, I'm Sarah Turner inside Central State Bank Arena for Vallo News. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Sarah. We also want to congratulate men's basketball senior forward Derek Moore on being named the Gulf South Conference Men's Basketball Player of the Year. The conference announced Tuesday that Moore was the top player after he averaged 18 points and 7 rebounds per game throughout the season. We'll have more coverage following Sunday night's selection show on ValloVisionNews.com.
After a phenomenal performance at the NCAA Super Region 2 Championships, UM's wrestling team has 3 wrestlers going to nationals. Students Cole Hunt, Carson Freeman, and Jake Chisholm will compete in the NCAA National Championships March 13th and 14th. The tournament will be in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and streamed live on Flow Sports. Now to an update on UM's tennis team and the board's pending vote on a future of the program.
Vallo News reporter Amanda Booth joins in the studio with more. Amanda.
Thanks, Preston. On February 13th, the trustees had a meeting which involved cutting 2 sports programs, one of which being the women's and men's tennis team. This was a shock to students on the team as they were told no cuts would be made in a prior meeting. Student athletes spoke out in a meeting which resulted in the university postponing the decision to May 1st. Following this, the women's and men's team took 2 consecutive wins. The Vice President for Athletics and Special Programs, Mark Richards, said that 2 of the main factors for cutting the tennis are roster size and discounted tuition for those athletes. He said, quote, "At this time, the university has no plans to reinstate the programs." Richard said the teams have not reached out as they are currently focused on the spring season. Reporting in the studio, I'm Amanda Booth. Back to you.
Thanks, Amanda. In other campus news, we're just a week away from the deadline to drop a class for the spring semester. We have until Wednesday, March 11th, to drop any of your current classes and receive a W for withdrawal. Speaking of classes, the release of the fall 2026 schedule is being delayed. The schedule was supposed to be released yesterday, but it will now come out next Tuesday, March 10th. According to UM Registrar Amanda Fox, the extension is to give departments more time to finalize their course offerings for the upcoming semester. Remember, there's always more news 24/7 on our social media pages. Just search for Vallo Vision News on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And be sure to like, follow, and subscribe while you're there.
Still ahead on VVN, the UM nursing program received $1 million in federal funding. Find out how that money is being spent up next.
If I can help one student a year even, then that's a real investment in that student's life.
Forward. See how Dr. Tammy Dolly is helping fund a new scholarship to benefit UM students for years to come. There's more Vallo Vision News right after this quick break.
We believe education is nothing without experience. Through undergraduate research, community projects, and interactive classrooms, students don't just learn concepts, they live them. Montevallo means more hands-on learning for real-world wins.
Welcome back to Vallo Vision News. The College of Health Professions received $1 million in federal funding from the Department of Labor, Health, and Human Services with the help of U.S. Senator Katie Britt. I was able to gather some information on how this funding will be used and who it will affect. With the help of U.S. Senator Katie Britt, the College of Health Professions received $1 million in federal funding from the Department of Labor, Health, and Human Services. Dr. Crystal Bennett, the Dean of the College of Health Professions, said they were very pleased to receive the funding.
It's going to help students enrolled at the College of Health Professions, but it also impacts other students. So students that would take anatomy and physiology classes, so they could be taking those for other majors, even outside of our own college.
The funding will benefit programs in Myrick, Wallace, and Harmon. Dean Bennett said programs outside of the College of Health Professions will benefit as well. Dr. Brett Norriger, the department chair of biology, chemistry, math, and computer science, said the news is really exciting.
I didn't want to get my hopes up, because that's, anything could happen. You ask for the money, you put in the request, you don't know what's going to happen as far as congressional approval or anything like that. So when we finally got the word that it was approved, it was really exciting for us.
The funding will be used to purchase and replace equipment. It will also be used to purchase a new anatomy simulation table. Dean Bennett said students from both Myrick and Harmon will be able to use the table and that the table will be housed in Myrick.
Yes, so the anatomy simulation table, we have a space for it. So I could see this coming out and this would be the space. And this is almost about the size of what it could look like with it laying flat.
The room will also be used for virtual reality, as the college has VR headsets students will be able to use. Dr. Norriger said it's really great they have this partnership between the nursing program and science programs.
I think it really speaks to just, our philosophy on campus as a whole, that we generally have a very interactive campus, that we do try and support each other where we can.
Dean Bennett said she hopes to have the table by the fall.
A new scholarship will launch this fall to help students in need. Dr. Tammy Dolly and her husband spearheaded the effort to endow the new needs-based scholarship. UM's Advancement Office was able to match the Dolly's gifts with funds from an anonymous donor. Students will be able to apply for up to $2,000. Dr. Dolly, who is UM's Executive Vice President for Student Affairs, says she knows firsthand how financial stress can impact undergraduate students.
I'm an alum of the university, and like many students here, I'm first generation. I was a Pell Grant student, and so there were lots of times when I had no idea how I was going to pay my bill. So I worked through college and did all sorts of things to make sure that my tuition was paid.
Students are encouraged to speak with their advisors or visit the financial aid office in Palmer Hall if you have any questions or believe you may be eligible. Still ahead on VVN, we'll take you to American Village for a look at this year's Festival of Tulips. We'll be right back.
Your passion deserves the perfect academic fit. With programs spanning arts, sciences, business, and education, Montevallo helps you follow your unique path. Montevallo means more choices of majors because your future is up to you.
Welcome back to Vallo Vision News. A spring tradition is in full bloom in Montevallo.
That's right, Brayden. Guests have gathered over the last week at the American Village to take part in the Festival of Tulips. The festival transforms the historic grounds into a vibrant display, drawing families and community members from across the area. The event features thousands of budding tulip flowers spreading across historic grounds for visitors of all ages to enjoy. One visitor says that the event is especially important for small towns.
I think events like this can not only bring outer people into the community so we can show what we have, but also it helps build community, it helps build relationships within the small town, especially because Montevallo is small and we don't really have a lot of like massive things that we're known for except for our university. So I feel like having small things where we can connect with other people that we don't often see is important.
The Festival of Tulips is open now until March 18th or for as long as the flowers are blooming. Gates are open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Saturday and 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. on Sundays. Ticketing information can be found at the American Village website.
The university's theater department opens their production of Romeo and Juliet Thursday evening. The Shakespeare classic will be directed by Dr. Bart Pitchford in the Discover Shelby Theater at the Song Center for the Arts. The show runs March 5th through the 8th. Tickets are $10 for students, $15 for faculty and staff, and $20 for the general public. To purchase your tickets, visit the website on your screen.
We're 1 week away from Undergraduate Research Day. The 28th annual UR Day will be next Wednesday, March 11th from 9 to 3:15 in Harmon Hall. More than 40 students have conducted undergraduate research this year. UR Day will feature 4 sessions of oral presentations and a poster presentation session. Dr. Cindy Tidwell says it's easy for students to get involved with undergraduate research.
The way to get started is to go talk to your favorite faculty member and just ask them, say, do you have any opportunities for me to do undergraduate research with you? And most people around here will jump at the chance.
Undergraduate Research Day is open to all students, faculty, and staff. Still ahead, a secret wedding from Zendaya and Tom Holland. Find out who may have let it slip that the superstars have already tied the knot. Madison Smith joins us for The Buzz when we come back.
Your college years aren't just about academics. From college night traditions to local hotspots, there's no shortage of things to do. Every year of your education, Montevallo means more fun and memories along the way.
Welcome back to Vallo Vision News.
Buzz anchor Madison Smith joins us now with a look at the entertainment and pop culture stories that have us buzzing this week. Madison, welcome.
Thank you. Fans everywhere are buzzing online after alleged confirmation surfaced that actors Tom Holland and Zendaya may have quietly tied the knot. The alleged confirmation came from Zendaya's stylist, Law Roach, at the red carpet for the 2026 Actor Awards, hosted this past weekend. Roach told media outlet Access Hollywood that, quote, the wedding has already happened, and, quote, you missed it. While speculation continues to grow, neither Tom nor Zendaya have confirmed or denied the alleged wedding. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I've been waiting for this wedding since 2021.
Yeah, I mean, it seems pretty official. I noticed even there you used his new last name.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Tom and Zendaya. So I think it's pretty big for them.
I just really love Spider-Man No Way Home. I think that's a great movie.
Yeah, man.
And Zendaya was great in it.
True.
Yeah.
They were both, Tom and Zendaya.
Yeah. Tom Zendaya.
Hollywood's biggest stars gathered this past weekend to celebrate the newly renamed Actor Awards, which highlighted standout performances in movies and television. The late Catherine O'Hara received the award for Best Female Actor in a Comedy Series, which was accepted by her co-star Seth Rogen. Harrison Ford received the Lifetime Achievement Award, honoring his nearly 60 years in the industry. Sinners took the night's top prize, Best Ensemble in a Motion Picture, while Michael B. Jordan also won Best Lead Actor for his dual roles in the vampire film. On the TV side, HBO Max's The Pitt won Best Ensemble in a Drama Series, and Pitt star Noah Wyle won Best Male Actor in a Drama, with many calling his performance one of the strongest in his career. Speaking of The Pitt, the medical series will have a new streaming home in the future. Paramount Plus and HBO Max will form a single streaming platform after Paramount's merger with Warner Brothers. Paramount CEO David Ellison announced that the plan during an investor call Monday. Ellison did not reveal a name for the pricing for the streamer, saying the combination would take place, quote, over the coming years. The merger must still be approved by regulators, which will take at least several months. I'm really intrigued to know how this merger will affect how many streaming services I'm going to have to own in the future.
Yeah. I just wish I could watch Netflix at my apartment, not at my parents' house.
I guess this is one of the good things where we're like, hey, monopoly might not be a bad thing, because I've got Paramount Plus, I don't have HBO Max. Lego Batman movies on HBO Max, so you put them together and you get more.
And you can watch Lego Batman on one.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, when many become one, just like Tom and Zendaya, it's just a beautiful thing.
Good one. Good one, Dennis.
Well, thank you, Madison. Remember that there's always more news from our team of reporters on our website, vallovisionnews.com. That's all the time we have for today's show.
Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to tune in to ValloVision News again next week.